Welcome, everyone, to the Waco Annual Charity Open presented by Prodigy Discs. I'm Sarah Hokom here with Luke Humphries to give you our second round coverage, second and final round. How's it going, Luke?
Doing pretty well. Really excited to watch these ladies play the course. Like you said, this is the final round due to the coronavirus breakout. So we're cutting it short. 2 rounds. Excited to watch.
Got a couple Finns, the Eveliina and Henna on the card, along with Rebecca Cox and up-and-comer Heather Young.
Yeah, Heather's been playing some great golf, really controlling her game, playing golf the way that ball golfers play it, I'd say.
Eveliina's got a 2-stroke lead, but out at the Beast, anything can happen. Starting it off on hole 1, 291. Couple options. There's the gut shot that you can see here in the footage. You can also throw the hyzer backhand over the right side or hyzer sidearm over the left side.
That's right. There's a right to left wind going on, so anybody throwing the hyzer out over the right side is going to have to deal with that and make sure they don't miss left OB.
You can see our players giving each other fist bumps and elbow taps in order to avoid transmission of the virus.
Yeah, just trying to control all that.
It is on the forefront of everybody's mind, as we just found that the season is essentially postponed until May.
Yeah.
This will be the last big event for a few months.
Yeah, crazy. But these ladies are looking to leave it all out there, not knowing when they're going to play next. First on the tee, Eveliina. She played fantastic round 1. Let's see if she can keep it going.
Looks like she's going mid off the tee, up the gut.
Straighten out. Looking like it's high, but it stays in bounds, and she'll be just outside circle 1 for her birdie look. Rebecca looks to have straightened her hair for this tournament. I almost didn't recognize her at first. I like it, though.
Nice to have those kind of options. Rebecca also going up the gut with a Maverick. It's a little flippy for this headwind, and that'll cost her right off the bat.
Yeah, I'd say that was probably a headwind that turned her disc over. Got an Air D1 out of Heather.
Wearing her signature purple. Heather, a lefty, is going to show us a slightly different look at most of these holes.
Wow. Well played from her. Inside circle. She'll be about 22 feet away for her birdie.
Henna also going with a mid. Up the gut. Seems to be the preferred route. Gets it nice and flat. Fades a little bit, but she'll have a putt for birdie.
Yeah, gotta skip on this really green grass. Lots of times this stuff is just super sticky. You're not getting any skip. That's her signature rock 3 that she was throwing as well.
Little bit of a death putt here, but with that wall behind her, she's probably good to run it. Oh.
Well, that's no worries. She'll get a meter off that and be well inside the circle for her tap in. Henna looking to complete this birdie. Great putt from her. This was the 7th hardest hole on the course, averaging 0.4 strokes over par. Partly due to just the first hole and nerves, I think.
Heather also with a birdie putt. She was almost perfect inside the circle yesterday and slightly low.
Yeah, just a little low with her PA3. Good putt from Eveliina. Just get that one out of the way. Bang a putt and get your round started kind of deal.
For such a short hole, this one we would expect a few more birdies with only 11% on the field getting the birdie.
Yeah, agreed.
One birdie here, and Paige Pierce and Chrissy also got the birdie.
Yep, there were 6 OBs on the hole. I think most people missing high left with that right to left wind.
On to hole 2, par 4, 531 feet. The first shot, typically players are going to want to throw a distance driver or a hyzer out into the right side where you can see those people walking. Then you have a left to right shot to get to the green, usually 200 to 250 feet, to a kind of tapering OB green, OB deep right and left.
Yeah, that's right. And being so close to the water, this hole plays pretty windy. One of the windier holes on the course for sure.
Henna going distance driver, throws it a little low.
Just gobbled up by that super green grass. Lots of these fairways in the open have very sticky grass. There'll be no skip, almost no ground play.
Eveliina with a flip up with her destroyer, pumping it all the way out there. She's only going to have a couple 100 feet.
Makes the adjustment nicely. This is a D1 out of Heather.
Plays the wind nicely.
Yep, keeps it down. She'll be left with a similar length shot for her second.
Rebecca also going with big distance. Got her Ballista Pro. Nice flat release.
Yeah, she put a great move on that one.
She'll be a little ways up there, but she's got to look.
Yeah, there'll be a little hyzer mid-range putter option for her from there.
Henna goes fairway driver. Leaves it a little short.
Probably 50 feet out or so.
Heather's set up really well to get this all the way up there. Leaves it a little short as well.
Yeah, just a little low out of her.
Probably better to miss low than high in these winds.
Agreed.
Rebecca with a one-step. There's a lot of little ghost branches out there.
There are, yeah. That was probably just a couple feet too high.
Eveliina, just a standstill with her Cayman, parks it.
Yeah, she's got a great forehand. The standstill forehand game that she exhibits is fantastic. Top level for sure. Nicely done from Rebecca. A little patent pending to get around that tree.
Heather playing the smart play, just laying it up. Henna for 3.
Just a little short. Because of the wind on this green, there were no circle 2 putts hit. It just plays a little tough. Lots of people coming up short. That grass not allowing them to skip it all. Just leaves them a little outside the circle. It was the second easiest hole on the course, though, and 9 ladies were able to complete the birdie on it.
See the beautiful river in the background. The wind kind of flows along that canyon and that river. Eveliina tapping in the lone birdie on the card.
Yeah. Just a pretty backdrop right there. What are you doing on hole 3, Sarah?
I'm throwing a flexing sidearm up the middle, trying to miss that side that's leaning tree. So I assume that Heather will do something similar. The rest of the field is probably going to throw a flat shot out the right side, trying to get a skip up that slight hill to this difficult elevated basket.
Yeah. Yep. This basket with the wind plays really tough for anybody that's around circle 1 edge. And wow, you saw that disc get some lift right out of her hand. It ends up okay.
Leaving herself a putt, but that's a scary one on that basket and the crosswind that's going to be coming on the right side of her putt.
Yeah, she's going to experience a right to left headwind on that putt. That'll be a tricky one.
Henna also going fairway driver.
Just needs
Did
to
that
miss
tree
that
move?
Tree. Yeah, hard to tell. Looked like it went
all the
through
way
it.
up there.
Great shot from her. She'll be left with 24 feet for her birdie.
That's a good wind as well. Heather going distance driver, D2. Flexing it up the left side, trying to miss the blocker. Duh, I hit that one too yesterday.
That was almost the exact line that you talked about. Barely missed it.
Rebecca also going distance driver. Ballista Pro. A little bit of shrubbery in play.
Yeah, that was probably a little wider than she wanted to go. Maybe some slight grip lock on that. She'll be left with 290 feet to the bucket.
They moved this one back about 30 feet, and it's really caused most of the women to have to club up to a distance driver when prior to this year, we would probably throw more fairway drivers.
Yeah, it's a small change, but, you know, it acts like a big change due to where the trees are placed and just how you can get to the green and the access you have to it.
I saw some layups even from inside the circle over the weekend.
It's hard to tell the breeze on these trees. There's not many
Eveliina
leaves.
going for it from just outside.
Wow, good run.
Heather's just inside the circle. Gonna leave herself some work on the backside.
Yeah, that's not the putt you want for bogey.
Take a lot of discipline to lay that up, though.
Yeah, it would.
Especially with her putting.
Yeah, she's been
I
putting
think
great.
I would be running that as well.
That was a good stick by her from 22 feet.
Now Henna for the opportunity for birdie.
Great up and down for her. Henna and Kat Mersch were the only people to grab the birdie on this one. It played at 3.18, just a little bit over par.
Definitely takes our power throwers to get a birdie look at this hole, and both of Kat and Henna are certainly in that category.
For sure. There's just no direct route at the bucket. You really have to take it away from the bucket, which adds distance.
On to hole 4, our first hole in the woods, 441 feet. The first shot, most players are just trying to get around the corner and miss this middle tree. They can throw either a mid or a putter or get aggressive with a distance driver or fairway. You're snaking back to the right, also trying to miss a few other middle trees. The fairway is very skinny, and off the fairway, you're typically pitching out. And then you have a few small trees to navigate to a green with a backside that slopes into OB water.
Yeah. And this hole looks hard on footage. It is even harder in real life.
Henna going mid off the tee, little early. So Henna's playing the conservative route, just trying to get around the corner.
Yeah, and that was an unfortunate kick. Being on the right side of the fairway almost guarantees no access to the green. She'll be playing this one for par from there.
Eveliina going aggressive with her Thunderbird, trying to get far around the corner, pushes a little deep.
Pretty good kick back into the fairway, but she'll also be pinched. I'd say 4 is the best score she can get from there as well.
Heather going H1 with a sidearm. Pretty aggressive play. A little early.
Hard to tell how bad that kicked in there. Lots of times that's a pitch out from that tree.
And as a lefty, she's pretty blocked.
Yeah, yep, agreed.
Rebecca taking a conservative route, throwing her judge around the corner. And she's in the fairway.
Yeah, that's a great spot to end up.
Heather with no choice here but to pitch out. Trying to find the perfect spot.
Yeah, wow.
Henna looking to throw a slight turnover around this corner.
Oh, no. It was looking fantastic.
Heather getting around the corner. She'll have some work to do from there, though. That's still a couple 100 feet from the basket.
Preferably, you'd be on the left side of the fairway after 2 shots.
That was looking really good.
It was.
Caught that little branch up there.
Flippy putter out of Rebecca. Looked like she might have played it well. Got a little unlucky, I'd say, with the kick. This is a tricky spot from Eveliina. She's looking to be flicking wide. Yeah.
She really just has to pitch around the corner. There's really no way to get to the basket from there. Henna in a full stretch out.
Wow. Go.
She'll circle's edge.
Yeah.
That's
about
in her
40
wheelhouse.
feet. Yeah. Just a tricky putt to run, though. Like you mentioned, the green's fast. You're in the woods, so the wind doesn't play much until you get to the green, and you can't feel the wind from where Heather's standing right here, but you have to know that it's coming straight through that hole off of the water, and it's almost always a headwind. So it keeps your disc up and lets it float a little bit longer, lots of times putting you in the water.
Appears the sidearm approach is the preferred route. Hope that stayed.
Yeah, she got aggressive with it. That's just a risk that you have to take.
Final round.
Yep.
It changes the vibe a bit.
It does.
It's Especially we'll final round for a couple of months even.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
leave it all out here.
These ladies probably had a few hours to mentally prepare and know that this was the final round. They probably got the heads up just before they teed off. It looked like she stayed up, but wasn't able to complete.
Henna with a nice putt. Anytime you're off the fairway on this hole, you're almost guaranteed a bogey. One of the hardest holes on the course.
Definitely. Played at 4.64 average as the 5th hardest hole on the course. Only 2 of the 7 ladies that got off track were able to scramble for their pars, just showing you how hard it is to play this without a good tee shot.
And congrats to Jessica Weiss for getting the lone birdie.
Yeah, that's incredible. Really good birdie.
Eveliina extends her lead to 3 over Henna. On to hole 5. Uphill, 264 feet, par 3. Really tight gap off the tee pad with danger right and left. Right is definitely no man's land, no woman's land, if you will.
Yeah, terrible place to end up if you catch a kick over there.
To a plateaued green.
Indeed. Lots of people just play this one into the hill.
Eveliina going fairway driver. Puts a great move on that up the hill and essentially parks it.
She's parked. That's how you play the hole.
Henna with the power to throw a mid all the way up there. Don't see a lot of people throwing a mid on this hole.
Oh.
Gets up there. She's got a circle's edge putt.
Basically catches the tree that you're aiming at, looking to miss it either right or left. She'll be just inside the circle with that. That's the kick we were talking about. If you leave it a little bit left and then kick across the fairway right, you'll be in a really tricky position, and par becomes hard to get from there.
Rebecca with the Maverick. Early kick left.
It's a better spot to end up in than Heather.
Ooh. That's the trick with Heather and her distance. She's got to club all the way up to a distance driver to get there.
Yeah, you can see.
And that risk comes with a price.
Rebecca, maybe a trickier spot than I thought she was going to end up in. Probably as tricky as Heather.
Heather's in another tricky spot.
She gets it to the edge of circle 2. That'll most likely be a bogey if she can hit that. Looking like a double maybe.
Yeah. Although Heather's outside the circle putts are pretty spot on, so there's certainly a chance she can make this.
Looks like she's got a tree to contend with. A little hyzer putt.
Oh, that was a pretty good look.
Just short. That may have caught metal.
Henna from the circle's edge.
Just short. She likes that nose down putt.
Rebecca cleaning up the bogey.
Yeah. It's just a tough hole to play if you catch early.
And that elevation makes hitting that gap really technical.
Yep, it is. Eveliina grabbing the birdie on it.
Extending her lead to 4 over Henna.
8 of the 28 ladies that played this hole were able to get the birdie on it. It played under par as the 14th hardest hole on the course at a 2.96 average, and Eveliina was the only park job on it.
Wow. Hole 6, 267, downhill, left to right turning hole. This one you really just got to hit. I think it's a great sidearm hole. You're going to see Eveliina throw the sidearm. For the backhand, it's really difficult to throw a flip up that also turns late. So Eveliina going destroyer.
Just needed to miss that tree. It was the one to miss.
Wanted that a little flatter, I think.
Yeah, she'll be left with a fairly easy upshot to save her par.
Henna with a rock. Slow turn.
Just
Caught
a little low.
Yeah, she got to look.
Yeah.
It's nice to at least get down there. Any early hits make this hole difficult to scramble from.
Tricky. Yep, there's trees everywhere on this hole. Left is a spot you definitely don't want to be.
Rebecca with a tersus.
I don't know, gets over there close to circle one. She'll be left with a downhill, maybe slightly obstructed birdie, 4-footer for her birdie.
Should be a nice power shot for lefty Heather here. She's going A4 early. That's disappointing. You don't see that too much from her. She's so consistent.
Yeah, that's a rough position to end up in, but wow. She does it well, giving herself a par putt from around circle one. That was tricky. Nice scramble from her.
Crazy. Eveliina with her signature sidearm approach. Putting it close.
Real good there. All right, let's see about these birdie putts. Well, we've got Heather to go first.
Looks like she's at more like, is that the edge of the circle? It looks like circle 2. Did she just make that?
Bangs it. Annie put around the tree. A GK rewind right here.
Wow. Oh, there's the catch cam.
Dead in the heart.
Dang, that was an Annie. Jeez, that's such a technical putt.
Great
That's awesome.
scramble from her.
Showing why she's one of the top circle 2 putters out there. Rebecca for birdie. Tough. Downhill putts and a push putt.
Yep. Looked like that tree was playing a part in there.
And Henna from the edge of the circle. Birdie. Sticks it with the AVR.
Gets it to go. 12th hardest hole on the course, playing just over par at a 3.07 average.
Henna catching one back from Eveliina, giving herself only a 3-stroke spread between the 2 leaders. The Finns are really putting on a show this weekend.
They are. They're great players, and they know that they're about to head back, so this is their last chance to play in the States and show people what they've got.
Little leaderboard update. Looks like Katrina Allen and Kona have now jumped Heather and Rebecca. On to hole 7, par 4, 462 with Amando on the left, sloping, rough on the right. First shot is typically a hyzer out to the open, and then you have a gap to hit over a dip in. It's pretty severe.
Yeah, pretty big ravine.
That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, ravine. We'll see what Henna can do. She going with her mid-range.
Henna with a rock 3.
Oh, no. It looked like it was fine. That tree kick turned it into an Annie, and she is where she doesn't want to be. The right side of this fairway is no good.
Eveliina with a TL. You can see that nice little flip up that she's got, and she's in a good position.
Yep, that's prime there. She'll be left with most likely a putter shot, slight Annie. And you can kind of give that shot a bid with a backstop.
Rebecca with the new Sapphire that I think just came out from Latitude.
She's throwing it well already. Fantastic shot.
Is that a cat?
Is it? It is. Thought it was a squirrel at first.
What?
Icing Heather.
A little fox on the on the fairway. Oh, funny. Okay, Garfield. Going sidearm. Great to see such flexibility in her shot selection.
Gets out of the trees, luckily, but she'll have a pretty long approach to this green. Looks like she's going putter, so she's not too far off.
Trying to hit that gap.
That may have been
Short of the ravine.
a position play from her, just to make sure she didn't do too much.
Henna going with a rock again. Also, looked like she was going for the basket.
Definitely was. It looked like she had a stance.
Eveliina. I'm surprised Eveliina doesn't go sidearm here. She must be feeling this shot.
That was the one to beat. She may have kicked down, though, and have a putt back up the hill. It is tricky, though, because that basket is at least 10 feet above their heads.
Oh, man, everybody having trouble hitting the gap right now. It is smaller than it looks, and it's late in the flight.
It is.
So it's easy to just kind of fading one direction or another.
Yeah, and the limbs all around are just, do it.
Beautiful. Oh! Henna almost getting the throw in.
What a shot.
Really nice sidearm.
Yeah, Heather's got the full game. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, for such a short amount of time that she's been playing, you can really, I mean, man, some people play for 20 years to get skills like that.
Mm-hmm.
Eveliina with the uphill lie.
Gets it to go. What a putt.
Wow.
Really great putt.
Showing why she is second in the league or in the field for circle one putts.
Dead in the heart. Well done from her. This hole did play over par, 4.21 average. The 9th hardest hole on the course. 33% of the ladies were able to get it into circle one, though. So there was quite a few birdie putts to be had. But even a circle one putt on this basket is tough. You're most likely throwing it almost straight uphill.
Eveliina extending her lead to 4. On to hole 8. This one's par 3, 213 feet. The shortest hole on the course, but one of the most technical.
Not a gimme.
It is a tiny gap, and you have a green that is sloping downwards with high shrubbery. So if you roll down the hill for a putt, you may be blocked to get back up.
Yeah, about 50% chance that you've got no look at the basket inside the circle.
Eveliina going with her rock 3. Gets up there for a putt.
Yeah, shows fantastic touch, flicking a mid-range. It's hard to do. You can tell she's been practicing that.
Henna with her P2, looking for a slow turn.
Stand still. You can see her getting all the way on the right side of the box to open up that angle a little bit. Pin high, but a tricky spot,
Blocked,
Sarah.
very blocked.
Yep.
Rebecca going with her judge, looking for a slowly turning backhand.
Flip. Looked like it
Early
was
left.
headed towards where Henna was, may have chopped down just a little short of that.
Lefty backhand, I think, is probably the best shot for this hole.
Right,
And here we get to see Heather
It
with
does
her
set
A4.
up for like a
Dang.
little early.
Well, she'll be able to scramble from there, I think.
Yeah, I think the righty flick, lefty backhand plays best for this hole, although you just have to hit the gap.
Heather is second in the field for scramble. So we expect her to get up and down from lies like that.
Yeah, a little short, but she's been putting great. Wow, you can see how tricky that spot was that Rebecca's in.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. There's no putt there. Gosh.
Fights through a shrub to
I
get
hope
even
she makes
further
it,
from
but
the bucket.
there's no... Maybe there is. We'll see.
That nose down
there's
putt
a
of
little-
hers.
I know, right? She's got to get it so high.
Yeah.
Or she's
testing
got
the
to
ceiling.
putt it hard. Like
Yeah.
harder than hard. Oh, kind of looked like she had a window.
Yeah, a little hyzer nose down putt.
Oh, Henna with an Annie look. Whew. Oh, she didn't even do the Annie.
Wow, what a putt from her.
Ah, she snuck that in the left side. Oh, my gosh.
Toilet bowls
Wow.
around.
With the birdie.
Great putt. Death putt. Well done from her.
You expect this hole to have a lot of birdies on it, but it is not. Only 14% of the field got the birdie, and Eveliina is one of them.
Fantastic. Our fins showing how it's done. Even though it's a short hole, it played over par, 3.21.
With only Paige Shue and Holly getting the other birdies in the field. So with that, Eveliina and Henna continue to extend themselves from the rest of the field and are only 4 strokes apart. On to hole 9, par 4, 519 feet. This is a snaking fairway. Most players are going to lay up to where that stump is. But some players are going to play the aggressive line that's flexing out to this bowl at the bottom of this hill, hoping that their second shot sets them up to hit this gap on the right side to a green that's tucked up on a hill, plateaued on the right side beyond these small trees. Little rollaway opportunities here on the green as well.
This hole played as a par 5 last year. Par switched to a 4 this year. Just really playing tough to par.
Eveliina going aggressive with a TL3, hoping to get all the way down to the bowl, a little bit early left.
Not a terrible spot to end up in. She could have just as easily kicked left. Got an FD out of Henna.
Also going with the aggressive line. They're not laying this up. You basically, if you want to get the birdie, you have to throw the aggressive line.
Oh my goodness.
And holy cow.
Could you drop it in a better spot?
I don't think so.
Fantastic from Henna.
Heather with the lefty sidearm. She also has the opportunity to go aggressive here, and looks like she's doing it. Oh,
It was
yeah,
headed.
the tee shot is definitely elevated to
Yep.
the fairway, so it's really easy to hit high. And there's a branch, a pretty big branch extending across that fairway.
Yeah, the ceiling definitely comes into play. Rebecca looking for a little more flip up out of that.
She was going conservative with her mid, so that really hurts when you miss a layup.
Yeah, indeed. Heather getting herself down to the bowl. She should be able to access the green from there. Tricky from Rebecca. And now she's got a tree to deal with. She's looking to push this one to the right.
And getting some turn, that's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
You really can't expect more from there.
That was fantastic.
Eveliina with the sidearm, trying to get around this corner, but not push it left into the trees.
That was straighter than she would have liked for sure. Tricky shot for a lefty forehand here.
Heather with her third shot, trying to get around this corner and get up to the green. Good kick.
Yeah, a decent result out of that. And Henna's drive in a perfect position.
Throwing a P2 with a slight turn, sneaks it through, and oh my goodness, that is one of the few birdie looks I have seen.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Male, female, doesn't matter.
Perfectly executed.
That's fantastic.
Great shot from Eveliina. Rebecca going harp. I like that play over stable.
Right
Putter
finish.
approach on
Yeah.
an elevated plateau. It's perfect. Heather also popping it up there.
Yeah.
Not much putts here. Everybody's putting it pretty close. And wow.
Goodness gracious. Henna gets the birdie for the second day in a row on number 9. There was only one male in the field that was able to complete that. Greg Barsby was the only other person. They're playing the same tee box. It's absolutely incredible that Henna was able to complete that 2 days in a row. Shout out to her. Fantastic.
Hannah setting the bar a little higher for everyone. Jessica Weiss also got this birdie today. The only other two, the other crazy part is this hole got 86% bogey from the field. The only other pars were Eveliina and Valerie Mandahano.
Wow.
So 4 people were par or better, and the rest of the field over par. So with that, Henna grabs another one from Eveliina, but Eveliina is still out to a pretty good lead at -6. Thanks for watching, and we'll join us for the back half of the final round of the Waco Charity Open.